How are you? My name is Allie, and I'm so grateful that you are choosing to spend your precious time here with me today. And I want to bring forward messages from your spirit team about what you most need to hear right now. So I would love it if you could just take a deep grounding breath, center your energy, set the intention that you are open and ready to receive whatever is meant to come through here for you today. I hope you've been taking good care of yourself. All of these planets in Aries are pretty wild. It's been very interesting. I have Mars in Aries at 0 degrees. So when there are significant Aries transits happening, I tend to feel them pretty strongly. And it has been a lot of good though. And I feel like you're probably feeling the same way. Very productive, very focused, very amped up to get things done in a way that I'm always wanting to be, but can find difficulty at times getting myself there. But we're here. And I felt called to use my, I guess you could say my David Bowie inspired tarot, the Starman Tarot, for you. It was actually standing out a lot when I was looking around my desk to see what was being called to use for you. So let's just go ahead and see what the overall energy is for you, Aries. Oh, that came out. Let me switch the view so you can see what just fell out here. A stack of things. We have 3 of Cups. We have Ace of Swords. 4 of Cups. 5. I almost feel like they gave us the whole reading here. And I don't feel called to have any of these reversed right now, so I'm just not going to. Okay. Give me just a moment to get everything organized for us. Yeah, with the 3 of Cups being the first thing that came out next to the Ace of Swords, I feel like this joyous energy of feeling focused, of having clarity towards your goal, of energy to move towards it, where before I think you were just feeling kind of stuck, stagnant, really over the whole thing. I think finances were really on your mind. I think feeling like you had missed the boat. That Modest Mouse song is coming to mind. Like you had really missed your opportunity. Like there's this insanely heavy energy of just feeling like you missed your shot. Maybe you felt like you had a shot at one point and you missed it, or you didn't handle things the way you feel like you should have when you felt like you had it, whatever that means for you. They're telling me to look at the bottom of the deck, and we have 2 of Cups, and they do want that one reversed. So, 2 of Cups is a lot about partnerships, intimate connections with someone, and I'm kind of getting 2 parts with the 2 of Cups reversed here. I think there may have been like a lot of discord in your intimate relationships regarding this. The word that's coming up I really don't want to use, so bear with me as I use it, because it's almost like Spirit's also saying, okay, so the word is failure. However, there's a big asterisk here, because you haven't failed anything. I think what's standing out to me here is that you felt like a failure for a good amount of time, and this bled into your partnerships, your relationships, your deep personal friendships, and maybe in a kind of negative way, but also with your relationship with yourself, where I think maybe you've been a more or less a confident in some areas of your life. They're kind of like, not in every area. In some areas of your life, you felt overly confident, and rightfully so, I'm hearing, in your skills, your passions, things that really would light you up. And I think what that was that lit you up was your zest to go after things that mattered to you, an unstoppable force to go after things that mattered to you. And I think that's something that you maybe even subconsciously take a lot of pride in. And that was missing, like that special sauce of yours was missing for a while you were feeling like you failed. I'm trying to like get my finger on the pulse of what your perceived failure would have been, but I think you probably know, like whatever it was that you had gone at for a long time, full force, that you felt very passionate about, that you knew you were very talented at, career, passion project, whatever, everything in between. Feeling like you missed the boat on that or like you failed at it somehow changed you as a person for a while. It didn't change you permanently, they're saying, but it changed you as a person for a while, and it greatly affected your relationships and your relationship with yourself. So when we look here, I mean, talking about the Aries energy that we have going on right now, all these planets in Aries. And then we have the 8 of Wands here. I mean, we have 5 of Wands in the middle. This is conflict, strife, feeling like there's no way to win something. And I think this is where you lived for a long time. Like, you didn't know in how many which ways and how many different ways you could possibly do something to make it work. And that felt like you had failed. Because I feel like you're the idea person, but more than just being the idea person, you're the follow through guy, gender not specific, but you know what I mean? Like, you're the person that follows through and makes things happen. And when you tried and you tried and you tried and you had glimpses of it happening, maybe like really big glimpses of it happening, but then it still fell short. After a certain amount of time, it just took the wind out of your sails. And they're telling me they don't want to linger here too long because this is the energy you've moved out of. At the center of all of this is the 2 of Pentacles. And when I think of the 2 of Pentacles and when I really look at it, I don't know why I'm getting this. Maybe it's significant to someone here. I looked at this card and I thought of Dragon Ball Z. So like, I don't know, Pokemon, things like of that nature. I have no idea why that's coming through here. Maybe it's significant to someone listening. But when I look at this card of 2 of Pentacles, it almost looks like this person is holding a mountain up with their energy, not even their hands, with their energy. And they're balancing the weight of a mountain pretty perfectly. And this is what Spirit is wanting to convey to you, is that all of your stress and all of your strife and all of your sleepless nights and frustration and anger and agitation at the whole thing has been making you this very strong, resilient, truly confident person who can follow through and make things happen, no matter how many doors are closed in their face, no matter how many times they fall down. You're going to keep getting up and going after the thing until you take your last breath in this body, in this incarnation. And you're not going to feel a hint of remorse about it moving forward. With the Two of Cups here, there's also something very interesting coming through where if there is a connection in your life that is not pouring into your success in the same way that you are now pouring into your success, then I think that connection needs to be rethought. I hope that makes sense, because you don't need any of that energy moving forward because the energy is moving. I mean, I have this feeling that there is a new connection coming up for you, and we'll clarify this here in a moment when I get the thought out of my head. But there is a new collaboration connection coming up for you that's going to open a lot of doors, financially and otherwise, in ways that I want to say 20-year-old you dreamed would happen, had all the hope in the world would happen, but didn't fully think it was even possible for them. Like, this is what's coming up for you. I'm so drawn to this particular Eight of Wands card because it's just wild. I mean, all of these cards in the Starman Tarot are wild. And they're busy and there's so much going on, which, as I say this, feels very indicative of your energy right now, Aries. And Eight of Wands is about movement, speed, communication, things coming through, ideas moving, things happening, maybe actual relocation or just movement for a job or a gig or something. And it's next to the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, like, this is what's coming in for you. There's no room for anyone to be throwing, like, I'm getting this vision of you being a boat or being on a boat, and you're like, I don't know anything about boats, but like the gas, I don't know if boats have gas, forgive me, but what I'm seeing is someone has the boat cranked all the way up and you're speeding, and this boat is going as hard and as fast as it can towards its destination, and somebody's in the back like heaving sandbags over to slow it down, and you don't have time or energy or room for that now. If that was already something in the back of your mind that's kind of been plaguing you, have that conversation with that person and feel confident and strong enough that it's okay if that connection looks differently moving forward. Because why would you really want someone like that in your corner right now? I mean, when you're finally getting so much movement and traction and just this fiery, passionate energy back that has been lacking for you for so long, we don't need someone throwing sandbags off the back of the boat to slow everything down. Okay, I want to get some more information. I'd really like some more information, Spirit, on this possible collaboration that's coming up. Can we have some more information on the possible, thank you, collaboration coming up? So we have the Hanged Man. And it is reversed. Do you know what I get when I look at this? I almost feel like somebody's been watching you, and I don't mean this in a creepy way. I almost mean like if you're putting content out, if you're writing things, if you're posting videos, it's like somebody's been watching you that is a connection, that has connections, and they're really intrigued and inspired by the things that you're saying and the way that you're moving. I think they already know what your niche is, or niche. I never know how to say that. Hopefully you know what I mean. I think they already know what you do, what you're good at, and they're seeing how you're moving, and they're feeling very inspired by you. They want to collaborate with you. They want to make something happen. They can see that you have the energy to get this off the ground. Okay, I think they can see that you're the idea person. And they also are someone who has resources. Okay, this is coming through really strongly. So I think where maybe you're lacking in the resource department we're talking, financially here. They are maybe lacking in the areas you have, almost like a backer. Something like that. And they can see that you're the person who can make this happen, and they're going to want to invest and collaborate with you. It feels very creative, if I'm being honest. And you're exactly the kind of energy that they are looking for, that they've been looking for. I think if you hadn't, I don't know, had this fire lit under you and started posting, like maybe you just recently started posting things again. Yeah, Princess of Wands. I need to put a little something to cover this for YouTube rules. But Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands. This is literally a brand new, passionate, creative start. This is the spark. This is the ideas coming into matter. Okay? And this is what this collaboration is built on, or will be built on, is this mutual respect for what each of you bring. Maybe multiple people, like a team. But regardless, what you're looking at here is exactly what you have been dreaming of and manifesting since you were young. And that is the opportunity to showcase what you're capable of and what you can really do. And this is coming about because you had the courage to be unapologetically yourself, to fully step out of your comfort zone, to stop feeling like you had failed, like you'd missed the boat, and just get out there again and do it. I mean, wow. Like this is, I feel so amped up doing this reading. Like I was truly tired when I sat down here. I was so tired and I was like, I want to do this reading, but I just felt tired and I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do it anyway. And as I'm doing this, I feel electrified. I feel so excited and amped up. Like I could sit down and do 6 more readings after this. And it's because I'm feeding off of your energy. I mean, your energy is magnetic and electric right now. And so what I think the point of this whole reading is not just to kind of give you a heads up like, hey, you're on the right path, you're being seen, there's movement here, stuff is going to start happening for you, but also to let you know that you're enough, that you've always been enough, that everything that's happened in your life has been divinely guided. Every step, every perceived failure has come through to get you to this point. Your work needs to be seen in the world. It almost feels like I'm not trying to put the cart before the horse, because I feel like the best things you've ever created haven't been created yet, which should be encouraging for you. It almost feels like your story, like your redemption story or your how did this come about story, is the story for you, is electric, is magnetic, inspires people. And when I am saying this to you, I just keep thinking of Morgan Freeman. And I don't think he got his big break until he was like in his late 40s or early 50s or something. At a point where most people would have thrown in the towel 15 or 20 years before. And look at where he is now. I mean, that alone. Annie Murphy from, she's been in several things, but Schitt's Creek, I think she had like $3. I don't know the actual number, but she had like next to nothing in her bank account when she got cast in that role. It's like this like rags to riches, but it's more than that. It's an inspiring, like you may have had moments where you felt like you failed and you missed the boat, but you never actually gave up on yourself. And that is the story. Of course, all of the wonderful, incredible, meaningful things that you're going to create and put out into the world are part of your legacy. But this redemption arc I'm hearing is what that has been being built. This redemption arc that has been being built by the hardships and the trials and the errors and everything that you have endured is what's going to help inspire humans who come across you for many, many years to come. We need people like you. And I genuinely feel like your soul is one of those souls that was like, I'll do that. Give me the hard stuff first. And then I want like a lot of good stuff later. like I'm not saying you haven't had good things up until this point. It's just like I can totally see your soul signing up for this ride in the way that you've been experiencing it. Truly, I can. Let's get some more messages. Let's get, I kind of want to put these up because it's so busy. And I kind of feel like this is your past energy anyway. And some of what's coming up for you. But let's just clear this off. Because I feel like there's another layer. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying I kind of feel like there's another layer to this reading for you. And I kind of want to see what that is. All right, Spirit. What else for Aries? Please and thank you. What else is coming up for Aries? What else do you want Aries to know? Please and thank you. What else do you want Aries to know? What else do you want Aries to know? This one's really hard for me to shuffle. Okay. Let's see. We have Ace of Swords again. Six of Pentacles. And Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah, this clarity that you have in your life right now is leading to your winning streak, is what I want to say. This clarity that you have in your life is leading you to your winning streak. And there is some, I don't know, like electric bolt, lightning. What I want to say really is there's some kind of epiphany, some clarity, some shift in your mindset that's coming up to bring in a lot more balance in your life. And I feel like maybe balance is something that has been missing in your life, and they're kind of giving me like in all things. So sometimes you can be very restrictive and sometimes you can be overindulgent. And I think this is a pattern that you've lived with pretty much your entire life. Even though I feel you've been very acutely aware of this pattern, I feel like it's continued to kind of operate under the surface subconsciously and kind of rule the roost with some things with you. But there's this awareness that you have of it now that is more clear than it's ever been. It's literally like this awareness is crystal clear to you right now. And this isn't going to go away. You are in a place right now where you're willing to ask the universe for help. just like the Six of Pentacles, this person is ready to work with the universe instead of against it, to feel like I can collaborate with someone and it doesn't have to just be my show, whatever that may be. It can be me and so-and-so's production, me and so-and-so's art installation, project, whatever it looks like for you. Where in the past, I don't want to say this was an ego thing, but there was an imbalance here where it was almost like if it didn't just have your name on it, then it didn't feel like you had done it, like you had accomplished it. And I don't mean this in any disparaging way at all. I'm simply saying I think in the past, this is where subconsciously even you were operating from, where it was like it had to be you. Look how this person is solitary, right? They made it all happen. I'm just saying in this picture, the spotlight behind them, the lightning coming out of their hands, the sort of like it was just them. But now, hang on. Oof, sorry, I hope that wasn't loud. But now, can you see all these like guide wires helping prop this person up? And this person is a queen, all right? So again, nothing in my readings are ever gender specific because who cares? Sorry. But what I mean is you are willing to accept help, to have somebody else's name on the ticket, because ultimately, let's say that you're the creator and this person that's reaching out to you is a creative person, but they're more the finance person. You're still the creative essence behind whatever you put out together. You just needed their help, and they couldn't have created it without you. So yeah, I feel like, and they're telling me this does bleed over into other areas of your life. The restriction versus the overindulgence, the all or nothing attitude. And what's most needed at this point of your path is an overall energy of more balance. How can you be more balanced in your work, your creative projects, your family, your friends, your eating habits, the little treats that we indulge in, your exercise routine, everything. I just heard so clearly in my head, no more extremism unless it comes to your art. So, there's no holds barred on what you create, but on everyday things, the things that we should be balanced in, it's definitely a call to start being more mindful of that. And I think this will take you so much farther than you think you could go. There's something really interesting here about the orange on all three of these cards. So orange is connected to our sacral chakra. That is our chakra of creation, of fertility, of literally of the womb space creation. Again, it's not gender specific, but I hope you know what I mean. I want to get let me pull some cards here real quick, because this feels like a big message. Can we have, look at that. The Fool just flew out. Okay. I feel like you've always been a creative person, but you're going to start creating in a brand new way. And you need to be more open to that. I would strongly encourage you to do some kind of sacral chakra meditation. There's lots of wonderful free things on YouTube. And if you have any questions, my email is everywhere, and you can go to my website and email me, and I'd be happy to look something up for you and share that with you that I felt would be a good fit, because I feel so strongly that there needs to be some kind of sacral chakra meditation, whether it's a clearing, an activation, something, because your creativity is, I heard birthing anew. So it's like a new level, a new chapter, a new era of your creation. It has grown, it's growing, it's changing, and they want you to be open and prepared for that. I think you are open to that, because in the past, maybe you felt like, I have to come across a certain way. My stuff has to look a certain way. I have to have a brand. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not specific to everyone. But to someone, maybe you're like, I need things to fit a certain way, and things are changing. And this is for the best. I mean, this is growth. Yeah, you're leaving this. No more are you going to feel like, I spilled all my cups. I guess that's it for me. I really screwed it up, because you realize you have these two full cups behind you, and you can create from that. I don't know why I'm hearing water into wine, but I am. Like, you can create from this. This is a brand new start, a brand new chapter. It almost feels like beyond a chapter. It feels like a new book. Yeah, man. You're not in a hurry. You have not missed the boat. I keep hearing that same phrase over and over and over again. Maybe I'm trying to think of the name of that song. Is it Miss the Boat? I don't know. Forgive me. It's so late and I'm so tired. Or that Modest Mouse song. Interestingly, okay, there really might be something pertinent in those lyrics for you, because this deck from Violet Aveline is a Modest Mouse deck. Like, it's a special limited edition thing through Modest Mouse, and she was the artist for them. So there's something about Modest Mouse here for someone. Very, very interesting. Okay, and then we have Queen of Swords again. So this clarity, you're not hiding anymore. You're speaking your truth. You're creating from your truth, whatever that looks like for you. Why am I hearing Lars von Trier? Like, think what you want, but his films and artwork is unique to him, and so there is something here like that for you, unique to you, but you're not an island anymore. You're willing to accept help from the universe and others, and that's what's going to help you go far. You are going far. Is there anything else, Spirit? I don't know. I kind of feel like we're wrapping up the reading here, even though I'm so jazzed and energized. I could keep pulling cards, but I really feel like that's kind of where they're leaving it. I mean, you have been through the ringer. There's no doubt about that. You've thought that you were really laying like your God-given gifts down and throwing in the towel and going in another direction. And this is more than a second wind. This is like a second coming. That's what I just heard. A second coming. It's very exciting. It feels very exciting. I'm excited for you. And I think you're really going to put some incredible stuff out into the world, because it's from you. No one else could do it like you. Yeah. I think we're going to leave it there. All right. Thank you. Thank you for spending your precious time here with me, for letting me check in with you and read your energy. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel called. Hyping is a thing now. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can always find that information at my website at theseaowl.com, but it's also in the description box below. And more than anything, please take excellent care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.